way. And what's news in the world today?
Some wisdom skills along the way.
Oh, and a song to hum along with? Way.
Get perfect entertaining start to the day.
At 9 a.m. every weekday morning with
Mahima's
Good Morning Bay. Good morning, Bay.
आप सभी लोग हमारी तरफ से एक प्यार भरा नमस्ते,
Namaskar.
वनकम,
Namaskara.
खुशामदीद,
Assalamualaikum.
सत श्री अकाल,
Migandriki Vandanamu.
जय स्वामी नारायण,
जय श्री कृष्ण.
जय जनेन्द्र।
हमारे इस्माइली भाई बंधुओं को बोल दे या अली मदद.
मोलाली मतलब बोलते हैं सारे फीजी मतलब बोलेगा नीसा बुला बनजान हम हैं आपके प्यारे महिमा के द्वारे मैसेज फालतू बाबा.
Of course, myself, Ani, आपके लिए एक और week and another day that's going to make it totally exciting and totally mastani bandajane.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Faltoni. I think it's going to be more dangerous right now because the holiday season is starting off right now.
Yeah.
People are going to be congregating. In fact, I tell you what, Faltoni, what's disturbing to me is I know this morning, it was a beautiful morning actually, but look at road updates, like, traffic updates. There is traffic on the road. And guess what? There is the road actually affecting traffic on the road also.
What?
So either people are getting back to work or getting back to whatever they, or trying to get to places where they actually do a holiday and everything.
I think people are forgetting and losing sight of the fact
That what? Faltoni, she's saying that, no, that issue. What happened, Faltoni?
well, I'm allergic to that very thought. Okay, so here's the thing, Manjan. I've always been a little bit of a skeptic when it comes to complete shutdowns and things like that. I haven't I adhere to it, but sometimes I used to wonder how effective that is going to be with complete shutdowns, right? Because
Yeah.
if some people are still continuing to congregate,
Yeah.
and are not practicing distancing and are not practicing masking and things like that, then there are going to be people who are going to spread that virus, right?
So I have a feeling it's just going to get worse for some more time.
Yeah.
Because actually, even if you say shutdown, right? I think you talked about last week, right?
Right.
Talk about the fact that there was the churches actually allowed to prayer congregations are allowed and everything.
Yes, because there was some because the Supreme Court allowed a church to win based on this fact. But I'm just talking about this, Bandajan, the fact that somehow, for some reason, everybody suddenly, because the vaccines come out, think that with this year ending, the pandemic has ended.
There you go. Lead the education, Banajan, and we are going to be sharing that with you guys for sure. And luckily, what we have done, Banajan, as media, we actually taken on the initiative and tried to get more information about it. So we have been we are part of a group called Ambassadors of this particular vaccination, Banajan, or should I say, trying to get information to people the right way, right? So stay tuned. We're going to share that on Media Mahima for sure, and also on the news updates. But right now, Banajan, let's see what's happening on the roads, which actually started for us in the first place. So let's take a hard total sustain.
It's time for the Bandu traffic update. Call us from wherever you are at 408-912-79.
That's up, Banajan, 408-912-2479 number to call. Oh my God, I told you I found only the swing the report right now, starting from the far east, I should say, let's go towards East Bay. There's fog reported on the CA4, which is very dense right now. Watch out for that, drive very carefully. Similarly, a lot of fog in parts of the Bay Area, including the one on 80 eastbound near the westbound this is actually at the Carquinez Bridge. Have you ever been there?
No.
Neither have I. And of course, some incidents actually not promoting, actually creating some kind of backlog in different places is actually the overturned vehicle on eastbound east of the cutting in El Cerrito. This backup is huge. It's goes all the way until into the bridge as well. Watch out for that, drive very carefully. And San Francisco also reporting a disabled vehicle of 101 southbound at the Cesar Chavez area in San Francisco. The lanes are affected there. Watch out for that. Speaking of affected, let's go towards Hayward. A severe traffic alert because of an accident. The injuries is reported 238 southbound north of 580 west and Castro Valley. The right lane is blocked. They expect delays on that. And let's see. It's Dublin. There are a report of an accident eastbound 580 at El Charo Road in Pleasanton, and also actually some very close to one more accident in Santa Rita Road in Pleasanton, but it doesn't seem to be affecting much of traffic over there. That's a good news actually. And not affecting traffic, an accident on 101 southbound exiting at Hollywood in San Carlos. The right lane is blocked. Expect delays over there. That was the traffic at Balajan. Now you wonder what's happening next, right? We're going to go into our news headlines. So stay tuned, Balajan. The news coming up right now.
Britain isolated as new COVID strain breeds panic. Air transport is in turmoil as flights from the UK are now banned. Help is on the way with a US Congress ready to pass a $900 billion COVID-19 aid bill. What's in this bill? We'll talk about shortly. $600 checks and 3 martini lunch deductions.
What?
Yeah. Steve Mnuchin says that the money from the coronavirus virus aid relief bill could go out as early as next week. As Trump pushes baseless fraud claims, Republicans pledge tougher voting rules. Trump campaign will again ask the U.S. High Court to append the election results. Bill Barr says there's no plans to appoint a special counsel in the Hunter Biden probe. U.S. House panel subpoenas the Health and Human Services Secretary and the CDC leaders over the COVID-19 response. In Hawaii's Big Island, Bandajan, the Kilauea volcano has erupted and residents have been urged to stay indoors right now. Trump administration cuts the size of Arctic land offered for the oil auction. If you remember those poor things. Well, now they've suddenly, in a last-minute change of heart, they've reduced the amount of land there that auction off. Let's also tell you that Arthur was talking about traffic on the roads. Well, Banjan, traffic has risen at US airports as...
What? Really?
Yeah, 3.2 million people were screened over the weekend. Big tech's stealth push to influence Biden administration. We'll talk a little bit about that. And upon sanctions against India purchasing weapons or having defense ties with Russia, Russia has said that we don't recognize unilateral sanctions. And there's some news about also the Narcotics Control Bureau, who are now saying that Arjun Rampal has not been cleared in the drug case, that there has been a discrepancy in his statement. So more on all of this coming up shortly.
And of course, Benjamin, what's going to happen is we're going to go to a small Ganekira before I give you a little bit of update with the coronavirus situation here in California. But it's just kind of grim right now. In fact, positive cases have gone up by 6% increase from the previous day. So it's again a big thing. And also, we really even the morbid part of the fact is even the deaths from coronavirus also has gone up. Though it's not in its whole number, it's in fractions. 0.6% increase in the deaths in overall California is what I'm trying to share with you guys, Benjan. And why am I doing this? Not to scare you guys, but just to keep you guys updated on what's happening, because we should know this, right? It's very important for us to know about all these things. In fact, let's talk about something very close to our home, which is Santa Clara County. Yeah. As you know, Santa Clara County, it's still not off the purple thing, because though we actually have a new number of, in fact, we're able to control the number of deaths or whatever, but the positive cases are increasing, close to around 3% increase per day. So there is happening. Are they controlling it? Yes, there's a lot of work going on with the front line. They're trying to control the spread of the virus. But again, the impact on people they're trying to control, but the spread of the virus is still going up, because 4% increase every day in the past 14 days actually when that's happening over there. If you look at it, Santa Clara County, the IUCU beds is one thing which they check on, right?
Yeah.
And that's really disturbing, because it is decreasing. It used to be, it was around 13%, it was below 15% mark which they had. It's now come down to 11%. And this is in Santa Clara, Bandajan. If you look at statewide, it's even more grim, because statewide, if you look at it, is very low, and parts are zero right now, as of now. If you look at the availability of ICU beds and everything, it really is a zero right now. And as you know, there are 5 different regions in our state. Only thing which actually is clear from all these, the thing is northern part of California, southern part, the Greater Sacramento Bay Area, San Joaquin County, and all San Joaquin region. Also, the Southern California region is really badly hit in terms of the availability of ICU beds as well. So we're still not off the thing. We're still in the purple section. Please be very mindful when you do your gatherings and meetings. Make sure you wear masks and social distance, and also keep a track of your meetings. One thing which I want to tell everybody out there, so if at all you are having those meetings, make sure you track who are going to be there. When I say that thing, it's at least have some kind of a thing. So when you actually God forbid somebody, one of them actually gets, diagnosed with the virus, probably everybody else could go get a checkup done, right?
Yeah, and that's crucial, Gunjan, because that's really important, especially for contact tracing. So, I don't know if you guys do this. Some of us cocoon, right? Like we'll have one group of people that we are active in a social circle where we're all practicing social distancing, but at the same time are also, keeping track of the fact that everybody is getting tested and everybody is, symptom free. Now, a lot of times, symptom free does not mean that you're not carrying the virus with you. So it's exceptionally important to make sure that the people in your group are keeping you abreast of what's going on in their lives. In the sense that if somebody tests positive, that they don't actually not share anything with anybody else because they could have infected another person. That's how community spread happens. So yeah, please do, even if you're going to visit your uncle or your family member who you haven't seen in several years, or probably have seen only last December and haven't seen them all year because of COVID this year, then ideally try not to make that trip if they are vulnerable, right? Uncle?
That's true, and of course, the advice is don't
Yeah.
don't make the trip for shelter in. So next year, at least we can go meet them in person.
Yeah.
But of course, the social distancing does not mean you don't have to call them. It means physical distancing, and social distancing could be also in terms of you sending a message to them, use technology, video call, connect with them. That's important, and pick up the phone. Yeah,
Right,
texting
right.
is not going to work. We just realized that this particular COVID made us realize texting is the best way to actually communicate also with the jet.
Yeah.
Well, I think we come to the point where we actually share with you guys the news in detail. So whatever we can for you guys, we'll share right now in the news part of Urban Jam. If you want to read up in detail about the news we share with you guys, you missed out on certain things or we missed out on certain points to cover, you can go check it out on the news blog, mediamahima.com. Abhi Bajan, this is the news.
Well, Banajan, let me tell you that today marks the start of winter solstice, right? This is winter solstice, and it is actually the shortest day of the year. Wow. Yes, exactly. So this particular day is the start of the season, and also there's going to be a special event in the night sky tonight. Watch for the Christmas star as Jupiter and Saturn come closer than they have in centuries.
Oh my God! I guess, of course, Bajan, if at all your mom and your grandmom is telling you to layer up, layer up. This is where actually people fall sick more often.
Yes, because when
Yeah.
there's changing environments, when there's changing positions of stars, and no, but Dijay, this is not some hoodoo crap that we're giving you.
No.
It genuinely happens because a lot of change in energies at this particular point in time. But let me tell you that two of the largest planets in our solar system are coming closer together than they have ever been since the Middle Ages.
What?
Yes, and it's happening just in time for Christmas. Hence the nickname Christmas star.
There you go, man. Otherwise, this is the new age for everybody out there. Coronavirus will be burnt off with all these things.
Yes, on the night, hopefully.
Heavenly
on
bodies
the
coming
ni-
together.
On the night of December 21st, that's tonight, the winter solstice, Jupiter and Saturn will appear so closely aligned in our sky that they will look like a double planet. The close approach is called a conjunction. The fact that this event is happening during the winter solstice is pure coincidence according to NASA. Alignments between these two planets are rather rare, occurring once every 20 years or so, but this conjunction is exceptionally rare because of how close these planets are going to appear to one another.
I tell you one thing, Fathrani, NASA is wrong.
Why, man?
Nothing is a coincidence. Yeah.
Oh,
A coincidence is only an inability of you to calculate.
okay, fine. If you say so, Altu Baba.
Okay.
But let's just tell you that these two planets are going to get even cozier by December 25th, and they will look like a star. What exactly are the ramifications? You'll have to go to mediamahima.com to check out the rest of it. But
So I think it'll be like Saturn comes after Jupiter, right? So it's Jupiter actually is going to eclipse it totally.
what?
Oh my God! So you won't be able to see the rings.
Altu, be quiet. Okay, coronavirus, Banajan, let's talk a little bit about that. More countries are banning travelers from the UK in an effort to contain a mutant variant of the COVID-19 that could spread even faster. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson is expected to chair an emergency meeting about the new variant today. Scientists in the US and the UK still expect the vaccine to work against the variant, saying that they should know more in a few days. In the US, the first doses of the Moderna's coronavirus vaccine will likely be administered this morning. And the people who are in line, well, Aldo has already shared with you, it's first responders, people who are the doctors, nurses, and the vulnerable elderly populations and people who are in long-term care institutions. Despite the good news, cases and deaths are skyrocketing in much of the US, and things are going to get much worse before they start to get any better. Well, several countries have closed their to Britain on Monday over fears of this highly new infectious strain, causing travel chaos and raising the prospect of food shortages just days before the UK is set to leave the European Union. India, Pakistan, Poland, Spain, Switzerland, Sweden, Russia, Jordan, Hong Kong, all of them have suspended travel for Britons after Prime Minister Boris Johnson warned the mutated variant of the virus up to about 70% more transmissible than the original coronavirus.
So there is a mutation going on there, and they actually were the first people to release the vaccine also, right?
Yeah.
So it's not helping.
Yeah. And also, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Oman have closed their borders completely.
What?
Yes. Several other nations travel from Britain for the weekend, including France, Germany, Italy, Netherlands, Austria, Ireland, Belgium, and Canada. Although experts said that the strain may already be circulating in countries with less advanced detection methods than the United Kingdom. In fact, in New York, John F. Kennedy, there are people who are outbound from Britain coming into the John F. Kennedy International Airport, and they're saying that every one of them has been screened for coronavirus. All the passengers have been screened for it.
And of course, but I'll tell you one thing: if you want some pastime and during the time you sheltered in a home, and you want to know how you can kill time, and if you have a critical mind, please read all the conspiracy theories out there.
Yeah.
Only if you have critical mind.
Yeah.
No. You should not actually. There are conspiracy theories. Theories can be challenged, have to be challenged. So a lot of people talking about multiple things. Why is coronavirus? Who created it? Something like that. You know, it's man-made and it's done with a particular focus in mind. There's some people talk about a certain area it's coming from.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting. But again, I would not advise you. I'm not telling you to go read it because I know many of us tend to believe whatever we read. So you really have to critically think about it. You should have a critical mind for you to read all these conspiracy
Yeah,
theories.
but then you know what, Altibaba, there's a lot of these kind of websites.
Yeah, even why QAnon?
Please, QAnon is a nonsensical disinformation.
It is it's a perfect example of what a conspiracy theory website is.
God. It's one of those hateful rhetoric spewing.
Our supreme leader, who's actually going out of office, he likes.
Okay, we don't know if he's going out of office.
What?
What am I talking about? Well, let me come to that shortly. But before that, let me tell you the small businesses that have been struggling and, you know, the stalemate that has been happening with regard to the coronavirus aid bill. Looks like help is on the way with this bill ready to pass, which is a $900 billion COVID-19 aid bill. The U.S. Congress on Monday was scrambling to pass this aid package meant to stimulate a pandemic-hit economy following 7 months of partisan bickering over the measure's contents. But let's remember, Bandhujan, the Democrats wanted to give the people, workers, basically, about $1,200 in stimulus checks. And guess what the Republicans said? They put their foot down and said no. They're not going to agree to that. So finally, the Democrats had to cave. So the White House-backed bill, which includes only $600 payments to most Americans, as well as additional payments to millions of people thrown out during the COVID-19 pandemic, just as a larger round of benefits is due to expire on Saturday. I expect that we'll get the money out by the beginning of next week, up to about $2,400 for a family of 4. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin told CNBC, referring to the payments for most individuals. The legislation also expands a small business lending program and steers money to schools, airlines, transit systems, and vaccine distribution. The stimulus package, the first Congress-approved aid since April, comes as the pandemic is accelerating in the United States, infecting more than 214,000 people every day. and slowing the economic recovery. More than 317,000 Americans have died.
Wow.
Yeah, this deal was worked out in a rare weekend session of Congress, and it omits the thorniest sticking points, which included the Republicans' desire for a liability shield to protect businesses from coronavirus-related lawsuits, and the Democrats' request for funding more cash-strapped states and local governments.
Let me tell you one more thing, Balajan. I think it is important for the government to step in at this point in time, because there is required. People are dying every day, Balajan. Just on COVID cases in California alone. In Santa Clara County alone, I suppose. Wait, let me rephrase that. I think it's California alone. We have around 161 people dying of corona every day.
Every day,
Every day, Balajan. Yeah, it is lesser compared to what it was the day before or last week also. But still, yeah, it's a huge number. Like total deaths are 22,000 people.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the bill includes $166 billion in new direct payments, Banjan, of up to $600 per adult and for individuals making up to $75,000 a year, and $1,200 for couples making up to $150,000 a year. The bill expands direct payments to mixed status households. And also an additional $300 per week for some unemployment recipients, which expanded coverage to the self-employed, gig workers, and other non-traditional situations. So this is a good thing that's come out of this particular bill. Also, let's tell you, Banijan, when I said that Trump is not leaving office very soon, he is still pushing baseless fraud claims. Republican state lawmakers began to use President Trump's baseless charges of voter fraud to push for new restrictions on voting. Although the claims have failed in courts to overturn Democrat Joe Biden's November 3rd election win, Republican lawmakers, party officials, and Trump's allies in some of the hardest fought states have begun discussing new rules that rights say could suppress votes in future elections. Pennsylvania Republicans are considering ending absentee voting rules they backed a year ago. Georgia Senate Republicans say they want to fix the election system with new restrictions. Republicans in Wisconsin want to change early voting procedures, and new rules have been floated in Texas. So what are they trying to do? They're basically trying to suppress the vote.
So don't they understand one thing? If they try to do something, even the other party, which unfortunately we only have two parties here in America, other party can do the same thing for you guys. Understand that. Just let's be honest about it. Let's not bring partisan into this thing.
In the meanwhile, Donald Trump's campaign said yesterday that it would again ask the U.S. Supreme Court to overturn results from the November 3rd election, its latest long-shot effort to subvert the electoral process and sow doubt over the legitimacy of President-elect Joe Biden's victory. And in a rare development where Bill Barr broke from President Trump, he says no plans to appoint special counsel in the Hunter Biden probe. So if you want to get more information about that, you can go to MediaMahima.com. There's also investigation going on by a U.S. House panel where they've subpoenaed HHS and also CDC leaders over the COVID-19 response. And everybody who's on the Big Island, the Kilauea volcano has erupted on Sunday night, according to an advisory from the U.S. Geological Survey, for an earthquake that struck at the volcano's south flank. And people are urged to stay indoors as steam has clouded the sky and ash is falling everywhere. That's pretty much what we have time for on this morning's Good Morning Babe and Jan. Let's tell you that, we will have most of these updates on MediaMahima.com. You can go check it out over there. And tonight we'll be back live at 5 on the Pam Pam Show. Till then, have yourselves a magnificent Monday. Stay warm, stay safe, stay happy, and stay sheltered.